To increase hip abduction or stretch hip adductors, we have to support distal thigh with our arm and forearm while the patient is in supine position. We can stabilize the pelvis by placing pressure on opposite anterior iliac crest or by maintaining the opposite lower extremity in slight abduction. Then we will start abducting the hip joint of the treated limb and go into abduction as far as possible. We will apply stretch force cautiously so that the medial malleolus of the ankle works as a long lever point. If knee is not stable or knee is having pain, then we have to change our point of contact proximally as shown in this figure. We can keep our hand proximal to knee joint and apply the stretch force towards the abduction. For self stretching of adductor muscles, the person can lie down with both the lower extremities supported on the wall, pelvis is stabilized, and adductor muscles are stretched by bringing the extremities into abduction position. Same can be done in sitting position, which we routinely see, but there are chances of pelvic tilt and lumbar stability issues, so that this should be the ideal position. There is one more position where flexion, abduction, and external rotation, which is Palti position or figure of 4 position, can be used to increase abduction of hip joint along with external rotation so that the internal rotators are also stretched. Now to increase adduction of the hip or to stretch TFL, tensor fasciae latae, and iliotibial band or IT band, the patient is positioned in a side-lying position with hip which is to be stretched in uppermost position. We have to flex the lower or bottom hip and knee to stabilize the patient. We stabilize the pelvis at iliac crest with our proximal hand and flex the knee while extending the hip to neutral or slightly into hyperextension if possible. Now we will let the patient's hip adduct with help of force from gravity, and we will apply slightly additional stretch force with our other hand to the lateral aspect of the distal femur, which leads to further reduction of the hip joint. So we are maintaining the position of hip extension and knee flexion while bringing the hip into adduction with the help of gravity as well as slightly additional force from ourselves. This will be the position. Flexion and adduction of extension and adduction of hip joint and with flexion of the knee joint. This is self stretching position for tensor fasciae latae in supine. Here the pillows are supporting the spine and pelvis, so it will help in allowing the hips to go in extension. The crossed over foot stabilizes the femur in position of adduction and external rotation. Other position for tensor fasciae latae in side lying, the thigh is abducted in plane of the body, then it is extended and externally rotated, then it is brought to a slightly lowering position Additional stretch can be added by flexing the knees. Once sufficient range is gained, as shown in the image B, we can progress the intensity of stretch by pulling hip into extension with help of a strap or by adding a weight so that the limb goes further into adduction and external rotation. This again is showing tensor fascial at a stretching in standing position. Here the pelvis shifts towards the tight side, which is right here, with a slight side bend of trunk away from the tight side, which is left side. Increased stretch occurs when the extremity is positioned in external rotation before the stretching applied.